Did you know that 66% of people say they wish they had a better morning routine? That's a staggering number. And it gets even more interesting. Research shows that how you start your day can influence your mood, productivity, and overall well-being. In fact, a poor morning routine can lead to increased stress and decreased focus throughout the day. So why do so many of us struggle with our mornings? It turns out that we often fall into habits that don't serve us. We rush through breakfast, scroll through our phones, or skip important rituals that could set a positive tone for the day. As a result, we end up feeling overwhelmed before we've even stepped outside. In this article, we'll explore why your morning routine might be failing you and how to turn it around. We'll discuss the myths about perfect routines, the power of meaningful rituals, and simple strategies for aligning your mornings with your natural energy patterns. By the end, you'll have practical tools to redesign your mornings, making them more fulfilling and productive. So, are you ready to take control of your mornings? Let's dive in. Chapter 1. The myth of the perfect morning. We've all heard it. Successful people wake up at 5 a.m. It sounds inspiring, but is it true for everyone? Not quite. The idea that a perfect morning routine exists is a myth. A study from the Sleep Foundation found that about 30% of adults are night owls, people who perform better later in the day. So, forcing yourself into an early morning routine could actually backfire. Routines work best when they align with your personal rhythm. Forcing yourself to wake up before the sun when your body naturally craves more rest isn't doing you any favors. This isn't to say early mornings can't be beneficial, but they aren't a magic solution for everyone. It's all about knowing when your body and mind are at their best. Take Winston Churchill, for example. He stayed in bed until 11 a.m., yet he led Britain through some of its darkest days. The key is to make your morning routine work for you, not to fit into someone else's mold. So, don't feel guilty if your routine doesn't mirror the 5 a.m. club. Chapter 2. Why rituals beat routines. There's a subtle but powerful difference between rituals and routines. A routine is simply a series of actions, often performed out of habit. A ritual, however, carries meaning and intention. When you perform a ritual, you're engaging with it mentally and emotionally, making it more fulfilling. Take something as simple as making your morning coffee. As a routine, it's just a task you do to get caffeine into your system. But as a ritual, it becomes a mindful moment, a chance to ground yourself for the day ahead. It's about purpose, not just action. Science backs this up. Research from the University of California shows that rituals help reduce anxiety and improve performance under stress. When your morning has meaning, you're setting yourself up for a more intentional and successful day. Instead of going through the motions, take time to design small rituals that resonate with you. Whether it's journaling, stretching, or a few minutes of meditation, the key is to make each action count. Chapter 3. The silent saboteurs. Hidden morning habits. You might think your morning routine is in great shape, but certain sneaky habits could be sabotaging you. Take your phone, for instance. Checking it right when you wake up can instantly hijack your focus. A study by IDC Research found that 80% of smartphone users check their phones within 15 minutes of waking up. This habit overloads your brain with information before it has time to wake up naturally. Another hidden saboteur? Rushing. Most of us speed through our mornings, trying to cram everything in before we head out the door. This stress sets a frantic tone for the entire day. According to research published in the journal Emotion, rushing causes cortisol spikes, which can lower your ability to focus and make decisions. To avoid this, think about the little habits that might be throwing you off. Do you hit snooze multiple times? Do you skip breakfast or just grab something on the go? Even small tweaks like setting your alarm 10 minutes earlier to avoid rushing can make a big difference. If you're finding value in this article, consider subscribing for more insights on improving your mornings and maximizing your potential. Chapter 4. Your energy clock. Aligning with your natural rhythms. We're often told that mornings are the most productive part of the day, but that's not true for everyone. Have you ever heard of chronotypes? It's the term used to describe your body's natural sleep-wake patterns. Understanding your chronotype can be a game changer. Research from Dr. Michael Bruce, known as the Sleep Doctor, shows that we all fit into one of 4 chronotypes: lions, wolves, bears, and dolphins. For example, lions are early risers and most productive in the morning. Wolves, on the other hand, do their best work in the late afternoon or evening. If you're forcing yourself to be productive at a time when your body naturally feels sluggish, you're working against your biology. The National Sleep Foundation recommends that instead of fighting your natural rhythms, you should align your tasks with them. For example, if you're a night owl, don't try to tackle your most creative work at 7 a.m. Shift important tasks to when you're naturally alert. This simple shift can make your day flow more smoothly and help you avoid burnout. Chapter 5. Why mental clutter undoes your morning magic. Even the best morning routine can be undone by mental clutter. What's mental clutter? It's all the things running through your head that distract you before your day even begins. Whether it's a list of things to do or lingering worries, this clutter stops you from being present and focused. A Harvard study found that 47% of the time, our minds are wandering, thinking about something other than what we're doing. This makes it harder to enjoy our mornings or start the day with clarity. The good news is that there are ways to declutter your mind before the day begins. One strategy is to start your morning with morning pages, a technique popularized by Julia Cameron in her book The Artist's Way. Morning pages are 300 pages of whatever's on your mind. They help clear out mental clutter by giving you a space to unload your thoughts. By writing down everything in your head, you're freeing up mental space for more productive thinking throughout the day. Another effective strategy is to create a simple morning to-do list the night before. This helps you wake up with a clear sense of purpose, so you're not overwhelmed by decision fatigue right out of bed. Chapter 6. Redesign your morning. The art of micro-adjustments. Most people think a failing morning routine needs a complete overhaul. But you don't need to flip your entire routine upside down to see results. Small changes, or micro-adjustments, can have a massive impact. A study from Cornell University found that even tiny habit changes, like adjusting the time you wake up by 15 minutes, can lead to long-term behavior change. Let's say you struggle with hitting the snooze button. Instead of trying to wake up an hour earlier, try setting your alarm just 5 minutes earlier every few days. Gradual adjustments like these are easier to stick to and help create lasting habits. Another powerful micro-adjustment is improving how you prepare for your morning the night before. Something as simple as laying out your clothes or prepping your breakfast can shave precious minutes off your routine and reduce morning stress. According to Charles Duhigg, author of The Power of Habit, small wins are exactly what they sound like, and are part of how keystone habits create widespread changes. One more tip. Don't forget to reassess your routine periodically. What worked for you 6 months ago may not work anymore, and that's okay. Regularly tweaking your morning with these micro-adjustments ensures your routine evolves with you. If you enjoyed these insights and want to keep improving your mornings, be sure to subscribe for more tips and strategies on personal development.